Rusky Ed here, and time zones is the topic of this lesson. And when it comes to time zones, Russia has more of them than anyone else. More on that following the intro song, but be sure to inspect the focus words for this lesson in the meantime.
Rusky Ed is his name, and speaking Russian is his game. If it is Russian you would like to know, then Rusky Ed is the place to go.
They say that even a broken clock is correct 2 times each day. At least they used to say that back in the days of analog clocks. It's not so true anymore, since modern digital clocks tend to be blank when they aren't working. But be that as it may, the focus of this lesson is the time zones of Russia, and Russia has a bunch of them, 11 to be exact. They range from UTC +2 to UTC +12. By the way, and for your information, UTC stands for Universal Time Coordinated. So getting to our focus words, for this lesson, we have poyas, which means zone or region, sbivать, which means to knock down, tok, which means sense or judgment, slomani, which means broken, dazhe, which means even, and pokazovat, which means to show or to display. A couple sample sentences featuring these words go a little something like this. First up we have Большое количество часовых поясов сбивали ее с толку, which means the large number of time zones confused her. By the way, the phrase sbivать с толку means to bewilder, to confuse, or to muddle. Onward to sample phrase number 2. Даже сломанные часы показывают точное время 2 раза в день, which means even a broken clock is correct twice a day. It is worth noting that slomani is the passive participle of slomats. Continuing now with our discussion of time zones. Within Russia, the time zones are referenced not based on the UTC times, but on Moscow time or Moskovskaya vremya in Russian, which in English is referred to as Moscow Standard Time or MSK for short. Using Moscow as the point of reference where the time is UTC +3, the time zones range from MSK -1 in Kaliningrad to MSK +9 in Kamchatka. In fact, listing all 11 time zones in order, we have Kaliningrad, Moscow, Samara, Yekaterinburg, Omsk, Krasnoyarsk, Irkutsk, Yakutsk, Vladivostok, Sredny Kolimsk, and Kamchatka. And now for a few time-related idioms, proverbs, sayings, expressions, and phrases. Если слишком долго ждать, то может быть слишком поздно, and если слишком долго ждать, можно даже опоздать. Both mean if you wait too long, it will be too late. However, поспешишь людей насмешишь means haste makes waste. On the other hand, никогда не откладывайте на завтра то, что вы можете сделать сегодня, and не откладывай на завтра то, что можно сделать сегодня. Both mean never put off until tomorrow what you can do today. And although that might be good advice, it is also true to say дураки спешат туда, куда ангелы и ступить боятся, which means fools rush in where angels fear to tread. And besides that, лучше поздно, чем никогда, which means better late than never. And finally we have ранняя птица может съесть червячка, но вторая мышь получает сыр, which means the early bird may get the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. A few useful review words which appear in the sample phrases include откладывать, which means to delay, to postpone, or to put off. Спешить, which means to hurry or make haste. Бояться, which means to fear or to be afraid. Ступить, which means to tread or to step on. Дурак, which means fool or idiot. And опоздать, which means to be late. And so the time for this lesson to end has arrived. Rusky Ed, signing out now. До свидания.